This is the second part of Topic A, starting with the Simple Query Wizard. So first we're going to see how to create a query, using the Simple Query Wizard. And this prompts you through steps to create a query. As you select each source table or query, the wizard presents a list of available fields which you can select to include in the new query. So we start off with no objects open in our document pane, and I would go up to the Create tab on my ribbon, and in my Queries command group I want to select Query Wizard. And from this first window you want to make sure that Simple Query Wizard is selected and then click OK. Now on this second window it says which fields do you want in your query. You can choose for more than one table or query. So suppose I'm taking fields from my table inventory. Let's start off even simpler than I was initially going to start. Suppose from my table inventory I just want my product code shown and I just want to see how many units in stock I have for that product. Those are the only two pieces of information I need. I can create a query on that so I can view only that data. I don't need all of those extra columns on my data sheet. So what I want to do here, from this drop down, I need to choose which table or query I want to take my fields from. So choose my columns of data from. So from here I'm going to select Table Inventory. And you can see when I select that, it lists all of the available fields in this left-hand pane. So I said I only want product code and units in stock. You can double-click on product code and it will bring it over to the selected fields. You can also just single-click on it and hit that single right arrow, and that will bring that over as well. If I wanted to bring all of my fields over, I can select this double right pointing arrow, and you can see it brings everything over. That's not what I want, so I'm going to clear that. Again, I'm going to double click to select product code, and I want units in stock as well. I'm going to click next from here, and it's going to ask you whether you want a detailed or summary query. We want detailed. We want to see every single every single product for these two fields that we selected. So product code and units in stock. We want every record. So I'm going to select detail from here and click next. And it's going to ask you, what do you want to name your query? So this is what's going to come up in your navigation pane. So sticking with our way of how we name things throughout our book, I'm going to do QRY for query. And we'll name this Query Product Stock. Remember, no spaces. Okay, so Query Product Stock, and it asks you if you want to open the query to view the information or modify the design of it in Query Design. We're just going to open it to view the information for now. Click Finish, and it's going to run that query. You can see in my navigation pane I now have Query Product Stock. These are all of the records, all of the products that came from table inventory, all 49 of them, but it's only narrowing it down to those two specific fields that I chose. So I don't get, sidetracked by all of the other information on screen. I can quickly see how many units of stock for each product I have here. Okay? Now, suppose I wanted to make another query. Let me close this out. And what I was initially going to start with, maybe I wanted to pull fields from multiple tables and then have them in one particular view, one query data sheet view. I'm going to go back into my Create tab and Query Wizard, select Simple, and click OK. Now you want to choose the table or query that you can pick fields from. I'm going to go into Table Inventory. Let's say I want my product code, department and supplier ID. And then from my table of suppliers, I want their company and their contact phone number. Click Next. I'm going to name this query, I don't know, supplier company. And click my Finish button, and it's going to run that for me. Now I get fields from multiple different objects. I got my product code, department, and supplier ID from table inventory, and then I pulled the company and the contact phone number from the table of suppliers. And now I can quickly just double click query product stock to see that information. It's going to be saved in my navigation pane. I can do query supplier company to run that as well. So it's kind of like filtering information out, but you choose the fields that you want to see, and it saves them in your navigation pane so you can run them, as many times as you want to. Just a quick double click and you're able to see that information right on the spot. Your next video will be Activity 3.2 on page 100.